Good morning. We are gathered in this wonderful place of academic excellence, innovation, service, personal growth, and social justice for all. Together, all of us, we are diverse in our fields of study, our talents, our abilities, our ethnicities, and the places we call home. In light of a respect for others, and with the acknowledgement of our differences, I invite you, if you're able, in a moment of silence, as we quiet our hearts and of prayer, in a posture of thankfulness and celebration for this day and this class of 2018. Heavenly Father, we invite you to come upon our ceremony today. We ask that you bless all of us with a deep sense of gratitude for being able to be part of this commencement. We lift up the faculty, staff, and administration for their investment in these graduates, the parents, families, and friends for their dedication and support, and most of all, for each one of these graduates for all their hard work and perseverance to make it to this milestone. Would this time of joyous celebration become a sweet memory for them to look back and remember their accomplishment of graduating from California University of Pennsylvania. Amen. Please be seated.
Good morning, and welcome to California University of Pennsylvania's 187th Commencement Celebration. I'm Dr. Bruce Barnhart, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is my pleasure to introduce members of the Platform Party and several other persons here with us today. I will begin introductions with those seated in the back row, and I ask that each person stand as his or her name is called. And may I ask that you, the audience, hold your applause until everyone is introduced. Dr. Karen Amrine, Director, Academic Success Initiatives. Mr. Douglas Hoover, Dean, Library Services and Undergraduate Research. Dr. Brenda Fredette, Dean, Eberly College of Science and Technology. Dr. Kristen Majaka, Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Kevin Corey, Dean, College of Education and Human Services. Dr. William Biddington, Acting Dean, School of Graduate Studies and Research. Ms. Christine Kindle, Vice President, Communications and Marketing. Mr. Tony Morrow, Vice President, Development and Alumni Relations. Dr. Nancy Pinardi, Vice President, Student Affairs. Mr. Seth Shiley, President, Student Government Association. Mr. Blair Nathaniel Madison, 2018 Senior Class Envoy and Graduating Senior. Mr. Pete Ware, Campus Minister, Stand Campus Ministry. Dr. Mark Federico, Professor, Department of Exercise Science and Sports Studies, Program Coordinator, Doctor of Health Science and Exercise Leadership, and today's Faculty Marshal. Mr. Alex Arnold, Student Trustee, Council of Trustees. Mr. Thomas Urim, Member, Council of Trustees. Mr. Larry Maggi, Class of 1979, Member, Council of Trustees. Dr. Harry Serene, Chairman, the Foundation for California University of Pennsylvania. Ms. Annette Ganassi, Chair, Council of Trustees. Mr. Timothy Camus, Class of 1984, today's guest speaker. Geraldine M. Jones, University President, California University of Pennsylvania. Representatives from the Alumni Association, who will be presenting alumni pins to the graduates, are seated to my left. Mr. Ryan Barnhart, Class of 2008 and 2009, Director of Alumni Relations. Mrs. Randy Minerva, Class of 1998, Manager of Annual Giving Programs. And Mrs. Ashley Roth, Class of 2010 and 2012, President, Alumni Association Board of Directors. At this time, under the direction of Dr. Randy Tillmott, the University Choir will now present Prayer by Renee Clausen, words by Mother Teresa of Calcutta.
Good morning. University trustees, distinguished guests, parents and family members, and members of the graduating class of 2018. Welcome to California University of Pennsylvania's 187th commencement ceremony. I'd like to begin my remarks with a special thank you to our faculty members for their hard work and dedication on behalf of our students. You have demonstrated your commitment to teaching, mentoring, and challenging our students, and we thank you for your contributions. Please, faculty members, stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. Graduates, congratulations on this milestone in your life, and welcome to California University's alumni ranks. Like so many others gathered here today, I am very proud to be associated with California University. This great institution has played an important part of my life, and you are now entering the alumni phase of your association with Cal U. And I encourage you to remain close to your alma mater, your fellow alumni, and the professors and staff members who have made a difference in your lives. Please know that I am also very proud of each of you for your hard work and the sacrifices you have made to reach this point. I know that you will continue to work hard as you enter this new chapter of your life as a university graduate. You have important work ahead of you. The work of continuing to build a meaningful life and contributing as a member of this global society we live in. And I am very much aware of the role each of you will play in the future of our country and our world. It is up to you as knowledgeable, purposeful, and caring human beings to help change lives, reshape communities, and make the world a better place. Each of us has a responsibility to care for our fellow man, no matter what career path you choose. Those special moments you spend taking time to understand, help, and mentor others will shape you into an even greater human being. I encourage you to always discover and acknowledge people's strengths and to utilize those strengths on behalf of the greater good. This is true in any setting. We all become stronger when individuals are encouraged to contribute their best efforts to a common purpose. Although you'll receive your degree today, please recognize that your education is not done. Every day brings new opportunities for learning, and I strongly believe in the power of lifelong learning to enrich our lives. Volunteering for committees, for special projects, and for new assignments will help you develop skills that will make you an even more effective leader. Always remember to celebrate success and share the credit when things turn out well. When you have many responsibilities, it's tempting to focus all of your time and attention on the trouble spots. But we all need balance in our lives. It's worthwhile to take a moment and enjoy the small victories that brighten your day. Trust in your own abilities and talents. And no matter what happens, you must follow your own moral compass. Be courageous and know that you can and will make a difference for those you meet along the way. As you prepare to walk across the stage this morning, please pause, take in the moment, and savor your success. You have worked hard, you have persevered, and you have accomplished something significant. Please think of your parents, spouses, family members, and friends who helped you and encouraged you. Let those special individuals know how much their encouragement, love, and support means to you. All of us here at Cal U, our trustees, administrators, faculty and staff, and your fellow alumni are proud of you and your achievements. We offer our heartfelt congratulations to every one of you. We wish you all the best on your individual journey. May you find happiness and satisfaction in the days and years ahead. Congratulations. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce once again Mr. Blair Madison, graduating senior and envoy for the class of 2018 for the Senior Gift Drive presentation.
Good morning. It is a pleasure to formally present the senior class gift on behalf of all the seniors who contributed to this scholarship fund. Those of us who worked on and contributed to the 2018 Senior Gift Drive certainly embraced the idea of a lifelong relationship with Cal U. As President Jones mentioned in her remarks, as students at Cal U, we have learned that it is not only important to work hard, study, and set goals for our career, but building our character is even more important, for that is what sets us apart as human beings and enables us to contribute to the global community. This gift represents our commitment to the university's core value of integrity, civility, responsibility, and as well as the university's Bill of Rights and Responsibilities. President Jones, on behalf of the graduates of the class of 2018 and the many generous families who recognize the efforts of their students and contributed a matching gift, I am pleased to present this check for $15,102.18 as a token of our pledge to have a lifelong relationship with our alma mater, California University of Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Blair and the class of 2018, on behalf of California University of Pennsylvania and the students we serve, I thank you for this generous donation, which will directly benefit our deserving students. Thank you for your willingness to establish this endowed scholarship in honor of the class of 2018. Thank you. Thank you.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker, Mr. Timothy Camus, class of 1984. Timothy P. Camus served in the United States Department of Treasury for 32 years, including 6 years as an IRS revenue officer and 26 years as a special agent in the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration. He was named Deputy Inspector General for Investigations in 2011. In that role, Mr. Camus was responsible for leading and supervising all aspects of the agency's law enforcement mission. During his law enforcement career, he investigated domestic terrorism groups, death threats made against public officials, bribery, extortion, and other aspects of internal corruption and white-collar crime involving the IRS. Mr. Camus was promoted into the Senior Executive Service in 2003. Prior to his appointment as Deputy Inspector General, he held a variety of executive management and supervisory special agent positions, as well as serving as the Investigations Subcommittee Chair for the Council of Inspectors General on Integrity and Efficiency. He has received a number of prestigious awards. In 2008, Mr. Camus was awarded the Presidential Rank Award for Meritorious Service, which recognizes a select group of career SES members for their accomplishments. In 2017, the Nonpartisan Partnership for Public Service awarded Mr. Camus its Homeland Security and Law Enforcement Service to America Medal for leading a multi-agency investigation and public awareness campaign that dismantled an international telephone impersonation scheme, a scam in which more than 1.8 million people received threatening phone calls, purportedly from the IRS, and an estimated 10,000 Americans were cheated out of more than $54 million. Last spring, Mr. Camus received the W.S. Jackman Award of Distinction from the Cal U Alumni Association. The honor is given to those who have gained regional, state, national, or international recognition in their profession. Mr. Camus earned his bachelor's degree in Business Administration and Management at Cal U. He also graduated from the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center's Criminal Investigator Training Program and completed other law enforcement training programs before he retired from public service. In his personal time, Mr. Camus holds various leadership roles in his church. He serves as its finance and administration elder and as an international mission leader, directs mission teams that install and maintain water purification systems in poor, remote villages on the Yucatan Peninsula in southeastern Mexico. At this time, please join me in welcoming Mr. Timothy Camus.
Good morning, President Jones, Mr. Jones, trustees, distinguished guests, family members, and of course, our honorees, the graduates. I bring you greetings from the suburbs of Washington, D.C. I'm so honored to be your commencement ceremony speaker today. It is nice to see all of you here, and I also want to say hello to those folks who are watching this on the video link. I want to thank the Alumni Association for making sure I always feel a warm welcome when I come here, and I will tell you that it's a very good feeling indeed to find your way home to Cal U. I put myself in your position, only I'm much older than you are now. As I prepared for this address, I said to myself, what could I do? What would I talk about? I reflected on my life and my career, and I thought about what I wish I would have known when I graduated in 1984. I've accumulated some interesting experience and leadership experience, which enable me to give you some realistic, practical advice as you embark on your future. 1 year ago, I retired from the Department of Treasury after serving for 32 years. For the last 7 years, I was the chief executive of the law enforcement agency that has the mission of making sure the IRS operates free from corruption and conducts its business in a fair and impartial manner. I can tell you that was a pretty big job. The IRS is one of the largest, most feared agencies in America. It collects 80% of the nation's revenue, and its 80,000 employees are busy at work each year, primarily around April 15th, if you know what I mean. And if you don't, graduates, you will soon know the IRS very well. I think you would agree. During my career, I worked undercover for 2 years. I investigated violent anti-government groups. I led the international investigation of the IRS telephone impersonation scam that victimized over 12,000 people out of $65 million. Most of these folks were our elderly citizens. I hired and promoted over 100 people, and I also testified on numerous occasions before Congress on some very contentious issues. For a very brief time, I was a star on C-SPAN 3. C-SPAN 3, not C-SPAN. If you're ever seriously bored and you don't have anything to do, you could search me in Google or go to YouTube. Although I have to admit, most of the recorded views that are present were done by my mother and her friends. The point of all this is, none of it would have been possible if it wasn't for the quality education I received here at Cal U. Your education is a foundation for your future and your professional life. It's up to you what you build on that foundation. I know this because I'm living proof. I want to share with you a personal story to help make the point. It's similar to one of the courtroom exchanges in the movie My Cousin Vinny between Vincent Gambini, played by Joe Pesci, and the old Southern judge. In my case, I investigated a group of individuals who were planning to overthrow the government, and they formed their own militia and their own court system to carry out their plan. Not surprisingly, the IRS was one of the biggest targets of their rage because they didn't want to pay their taxes either. I was selected by the U.S. Attorney to be the lead agent of a multi-agency task force created to investigate the group. We indicted dozens of individuals. The trial of 12 of the defendants lasted for 3 months. The courtroom was very tense during the trial, as the testimony and evidence went into great detail about the group's plan for kidnapping government officials, threatening judges and jurors, and their intention to commit violence in public buildings. I took the stand at the midway point of the trial right after a lunch break. The U.S. Attorney began by asking me questions so the jury could get to know me. He asked, "Agent Camus, where did you go to school?" I answered, "California University of Pennsylvania." The judge, who was usually very sleepy after lunch, snapped awake, looked at me and said, "What did you say? California San Poly?" I answered, "No, sir." I said, "California University of Pennsylvania." I could see he was still confused, so I tried to help him a little bit more by saying, "You know, the Fighting Vulcans, right outside of Pittsburgh." He just looked at me and said, "Well, then go ahead and carry on." The courtroom erupted in laughter at the exchange between me and the judge. The body language was priceless. But the thing is, it didn't matter I was from a small school. I was the lead agent of a complex case, and I was testifying in federal court. That day, I enjoyed the opportunity to educate a judge and the entire courtroom on our fine university. As you make decisions in your life, you won't know the outcome of those decisions until much later on. You and I have one decision in common. We both chose this university for our education. My decision turned into a great career and a great life, but it almost didn't happen. I was originally enrolled at West Virginia University, but late in the summer before the fall semester, I realized that the WVU campus was just too big and overwhelming for me. Although late in the process, I was able to get registered here just in time for the upcoming fall semester. The class size, the campus size, and the fact I was held accountable by my professors prepared me for my successful 32-year career that I guarantee you wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Cal U. Cal U was just right for me. An example of my personal accountability occurred when Dr. Thomas, my Business Writing 2 professor, wrote on one of my early papers that I needed to find and then marry someone who could spell. Getting that paper returned made me feel like Ralphie from the movie A Christmas Story. But instead of burying my head in self-pity and rejection, I met my wife Judy, class of 1985. And as it turns out, she was a very good speller and that is why I'm here today. My wife Judy and my son Scott are here with me this morning. I will always be thankful for the education I received here, the opportunities this university has provided to me and my family, and the friends I made here who are truly affiliations kindled for life. I hope that someday, as you reflect back on your education, that you will have the same feelings about Cal U that I do. And looking at you, I'm certain that you will. I'm happy to say that I know one of your fellow graduates. I learned 3 weeks ago that Larry Wallach would be graduating today, which makes this an even bigger honor for me to be your commencement speaker. I admire his determination to finish something he started by obtaining his degree today, as he and I were fraternity brothers at Alpha Kappa Lambda back in the 1980s. I'm very proud of him. Way to go, Larry. Think about it. Whether your degree plays a role in your ability to get a job, to get a better job, or to get promoted in your current job, you have earned it. Therefore, you have control of your future. You're no longer limited in what you can do. At this time, I want to share with you 3 things that I now know from my 17 years of management and executive experience that I wish I knew when I was in your seat 34 years ago. First, never underestimate the power of an opportunity. My staff would laugh at me when I would tell them, "Have I got an opportunity for you?" And then I would give them a very difficult job. But I will tell you what I always told them. It is an opportunity to be observed, and it is up to you what you make of it. When I was younger, I didn't realize this. I didn't realize that an opportunity was a chance to show what you got, to obtain recognition of who you really are and what you're capable of doing. I just looked at it as more work. I eventually learned that you shouldn't squander these opportunities, as they can be the answer to your hopes and dreams. How you respond to them can lead to even more opportunities and your ultimate success. It certainly worked for me. Second, attention to detail counts. I reviewed thousands of job applications. You would not believe the number of those applications that I would look at, and I would immediately put them to the side because I saw obvious typos or that they were poorly written. Remember, for every position that you apply for, there are a lot of applicants. When I saw typos or poor writing, I would ask myself, if this is the applicant's best foot forward, what can I expect when they get the position? I will give you some advice that I received many years ago. Find someone who can spell. You don't have to marry them. Find them. Ask them to review your application prior to when you submit it. The best thing for you to do would be write your application and then look at it a day later. That could be the difference between you getting an interview, getting the job or promotion, or maybe not. Here's another secret. I never paid attention where somebody received their degree. I only paid attention to whether or not they had one. You can do whatever you want. You have the key to your future. Third, have balance to your life. And as President Jones said, do something nice to help other people. Your generosity with your gift to the university is just one example. My passion is doing mission work, and that is where I found great joy in my life, even more so than any professional accolade or accomplishment. It took me years to understand this. Many of you may already be involved in some form of philanthropy. If not, I encourage you to find a way to share some of the gifts you have. And the fact that you're sitting here today, you have many gifts to offer. It will do your heart good. It will keep you humble. And it will make you a better, well-rounded person who is less likely to get burned out from your work. Our communities, this university, and the world need your help now more than ever. In summary, be proud of who you are and where you're from. Seek and embrace opportunities. Make sure you pay attention to details when applying for positions. And have balance in your life by doing something good for people. You have shown what you can accomplish when you put your mind to it. You've achieved your goal of graduating through your determination to succeed and through your hard work. In my opinion, these are two of the most important traits to have. And the best thing is, your determination and how hard you work are in your control. As I walked through campus yesterday, I was amazed at how the university has transformed and grown. I also noted on the banners, Cal U, building character, building careers. How true. Now, I encourage you to go out and seize your opportunities and to shine and be the bright stars of Cal U that you're capable of being. Congratulations and good luck to you.
The University Choir will now present another selection for your listening enjoyment, Gloria by John Rutter. Presenting the candidates from the College of Education and Human Services for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Social Work is Dr. Kevin Corey, Dean of the College.
The bachelor degree candidates from the College of Education and Human Services will rise, please. Madam President, the following persons have completed all the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Social Work, have been approved by the faculty and are presented for those degrees. The Herald will please announce the candidates.
Rosemary Louise Aquilina. Brianna Jo Barbarino. Jessica Marie Detlefs. Chelsea Dawn Feudale. Joseph R. Foucault. Haley Lynn Ehrig. Ashley Nicole Ikovich. Taylor Nicole Colasar. Casey Joanna Kubitsa. Alyssa A. Lukota. Jessie Elizabeth Madison. Abby Jo Manny. Seth Robert Minor. Bobby Sue Marie Reese. Carly B. Reeves. Julie A. Santoro. Robert J. Shea. Angela Marie Tillman. Skylar Leanne Wellington. Rachel Nicole Wilkinson. Nathaniel Andre Wolf. Cassidy Ann Zemrose. Leanna Maisha Austin. Abby Lee Bauer. Kelsey Sue Burkholder. Alasia Nairi Butler. Roger G. Klein, Jr. Jacob Colarossi. Gregory D. Zeckner. Deja Davis. Jamie Page Fuchtenberger. Dylan Matthew Fuller. Edward Alexander Genry. Lionel Jack Gerard IV. Morgan R. Hacker. Sydney Ann Kovacs. Lindsay Marie Longstreth. Hannah Shea Minkus. Emily Michelle Moyer. Christopher Michael Rohrer. Nicole Mystique Sanders. Kimberly Elizabeth Singleton. Brandy Marie Smith. Rihanna E. Spar. Julian Shea Stevenson. Javon D. Tarver. Brandon Chad Werner. Rebecca Mary Wilkerson. Rebecca Lee Walkley. Jervis Leonardo Williams. Caitlin Nicole Zonka. Kiara Davis. Karen Balvina de Solara Olivando. Lindsay Ann Caminos. Mary Elizabeth Mowry. Michael Richard Rodia.
Madam President, several candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Social Work wish to graduate in absentia. Please check the commencement for a list of their names. The candidates from the College of Education and Human Services will be seated, please.
Presenting the candidates from the College of Liberal Arts for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and Associate of Arts is Dr. Kristen Majaka, Dean of the College.
The bachelor degree candidates and the associate degree candidates from the College of Liberal Arts will rise, please. Madam President, the following persons have completed all of the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and Associate of Arts have been approved by the faculty and are presented for those degrees. The Herald will please announce the candidates.
Amber Nicole Aston. Hunter S. Brunez. Angela Clark. Gino Giovanni Faeta. Erica Lauren Gatz. Sarah Elizabeth Jennings. Travis Charles Kalbaugh. Brockton Kimmett. Lindsay Ray Lavetta. Davon Lewis. Alicia Lynn Mead. Colby Joe Mickens. Colton P. Miller. Brianna N. Monfredi. Zoe Alexandra Nicastro. Bradley Allen Scott. Morgan Lynn Slater. Jesse Edward Spara. Samantha Lee Stotzenberg. Brea Vasquez. Turquoise Michelle Vaughn. Megan Kirsten Bonus. Abdullah Ghazi El-Rari Al-Shariri. Cody Vincent Ambrose. Amber M. Angelo. Jordan N. Balkovec. Walter Ray Blank. Marisa Jordan Blashford. Jessica Nicole Crossan. Emily Renee Davila. Hunter Allen Davis. Mariah Denny. Morgan Bailey Dubich. Ashley L. Faribaugh. Molly Marie Ferentz. Christina Fermanic. Jessica Nicole Gillen. Jave Amira Green. Christine M. Herco. Brianna Elizabeth Holsty. Alicia Christine Houston. Tierney Christine Iden. Amber Martina Jackson. Kenisha Laree Jackson. Selena Anae James. Jana Lee Johnston. Ireland LaFran Jones. Caitlin Kingan. Lisa Marie Knight. Matthew I. Leader. Donna Lee Littlejohn. Carly Mayer. Catherine M. Matson. Christina Marie Mazza. Justice L. McCargo. Brandy Nicole Merriweather. Erica Miller. Zebo Mulachanova. Joanna Peplo. Charita Michelle Parham. Carmen Olivia Peaton. Jocelyn Simone Pugh. Jeffrey Lawrence Rask. Kyle Matthew Richner. Jason F. Rourke. Lindsay Elizabeth Rush. Aaron M. Steimer. Tawanda D. Russell Meckling. Danielle Elizabeth Ruzzi. Michael D. Santella. Kelly Marie Schworn. Brenna Stur. Josephine Tarquinio. Ashley Dawn Teets. Blair William Trunzo. Catherine Mary Wankel. Paige Susanna Weber. Dominic Carlino Welsh. Rashawn White. Megan Ann Weigel. Preston Douglas Williams. Jonathan Wills.
Madam President, several candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and Associate of Arts wish to graduate in absentia. Please check the commencement program for a list of their names. The candidates from the College of Liberal Arts will be seated, please.
Presenting the candidates from the Eberly College of Science and Technology for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Science is Dr. Brenda Fredette, Dean of the College.
The bachelor degree candidates and the associate degree candidates from the Eberly College of Science and Technology will rise, please. Madam President, the following persons have completed all of the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Science, have been approved by the faculty and are presented for those degrees. The Herald will please announce the candidates.
Turkey Masad F. El-Sharari. Brian Lawrence Also Brooks. Humbert Butia Amiani. Aaron T. Anderson. Amanda Marie Ash. Alexander Charles Bioni. Brendan A. Blair. Joshua Broadus. Suzanne Lee Calloway. Hannah E. Campbell. Chantal Marie Cannon. Kristen Senarowski. Antonio G. Ciotti. Lindsay Nicole Caniglio. Richard H. Davis. William B. Dirth. John Richard DeMarco III. Carly Ray Englert. Alexander Joseph Farmery. Youssef Mousin Fauzi. Ryan James Fee. Donald Wayne Fike, Jr. Tara Ray Fisher. Torin Elizabeth Fisher. Chad Wesley Garnett. Nigel Allen Garnett. Amanda F. Geary. Megan Alexandria Gobin. Christian D. Galitz. Norman R. Green III. McKenna Catherine Green. Catherine Marie Hamill. Chantel M. Hammond. Kelsey Marie Herenchar. Erin Amanda Hess. Evan Douglas Johnson. Tyler M. Klenk. Laura Ann Klimick. Aaron Bradley Klein. Tegan McKay Kohler. Tegan McKay Coker. Danielle Elise Kohler. Christy Ann Kuntz. Carrie Ray Cromer. Angelina Josephine Cretulus. Jerome A. Landry, Jr. James P. Lucas. Liam Patrick McAdam. Alyssa Nicole Madden. Blair Nathaniel Madison. Tara Lynn Markey. Jake Lamont McFadder II. Christopher L. Miller. Elizabeth Mary Adele Moyer. Mackenzie David Morell. Cody Moxie. Melissa T. Huynh. Joseph Novak. Karen Lee Osler. Molly Sue Paschke. Alexis Joanna File. Joseph W. Phillips. Mason T. Pratt. Dalton Reese. Alicia Lynn Ramat. Ryan J. Rennie. Caitlin Richardson. Leslie E. Rodehaver, Jr. Joseph Fiorino Ruffalo. Dante David Sarah. Kenneth Say. Brady Michael Schmidt. Noah Smith. Gregory Alexander Toya. Jaquay M. Starr. Micah J. Stopperich. Tremere Lamar Summers. Kayla Elizabeth Swartz. Craig Allen Thompson II. Victoria Alexis Topper. Jamie Michelle Toth. Lois Van Schaik. Chloe Shea Wheatley. Dylan Alexander White. Jason Hunter Wilburn. Dustin Williams. William Michael Workman. Milan Russell Yekic. Joseph Michael Burke. Melissa Frances Campbell. Justin Joseph Salome. Joseph Charles Dobson. James Lee Gibson. Nicholas Gerard Gindale. Ryan A. Smith. Andrew T. Stenshorn. Erica L. Watkins. Harrison D. Whittle. Jarrett J. Yuknalis. Tier Raquel Barrett. Kelsey Marie Bauer. Brian Matthew Beach. Christina L. Betwe. Melissa R. Bowers. Chelsea D. Clark. Swakoria Marie Hammonds. Olivia Rose Harisco. Ashley Ann Hunter. Corey Lynn James. Bethany Christine Johnson. Jenna Ann Klausnitzer. Madeline Brooke Nitzer. Natasha M. Kunda. Kelvin M. Mulumbe. Jamie Ann McBride. Keelan James McGriff. Ian G. Michael. Tulasi Mishra. Melissa Ann Nessler. Jessica Nicole Radcliffe. Maya Amor Taylor. Manisha Upadhyaya. Melissa K. Wise. Jennifer Lynn Woods. Heather Zielinski. Cassandra Griffith. And Larry A. Wallach.
Madam President, several candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate of Applied Science, Associate of Science, wish to graduate in absentia. Please check the commencement program for a list of their names. The candidates from the Eberly College of Science and Technology will be seated, please.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing rise, please?
Madam President, the candidates who have been presented to you have been certified by the faculty and the respective deans as having fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I recommend that the degrees be conferred.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, I hereby confer the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing, with all the rights, honors, and privileges which throughout the world pertain to that degree. You may now move your tassels. Bachelor's graduates, be seated, please. Will the candidates for the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Science rise, please?
Madam President, the candidates who have been presented to you have been certified by the faculty and the respective deans as having fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Science. I recommend that the degrees be conferred.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, I hereby confer the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Science with all the rights, honors, and privileges which throughout the world pertain to that degree. You may now move your tassels. Associates, graduates, be seated, please. Among students who have earned at least 90 credit hours here at CalU, we have 3 graduates in attendance today who achieved a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please stand and be recognized as I call your name. Aaron Klein, 99 credits, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Abigail N. Shipley, 121 credits, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Jolene Shea Stevenson, 121 credits, Bachelor of Science, Communication Disorders. I would also like to take a moment to recognize our graduates from our Global Online program. Some of these graduates have traveled many miles to be here today and walk across this stage. Please stand so that we may recognize and welcome you to the CalU campus this morning. Thank you. It is my understanding that we have members of the graduating class, as well as in the audience, who are active military, veterans, or who have recently enlisted in the military. At this time, I will ask that active military, veterans, or recently enlisted students in the graduating class or in our audience to please stand so that we may recognize your selfless service to our country. Thank you. We have a number another special group of individuals with us today, our alumni. Please know that you are important to us, and we truly appreciate all the support we receive from you. At this time, all California University of Pennsylvania alumni in the audience, please stand so that we may recognize you for your dedication to your alma mater and to our students. Thank you. To all our graduates, congratulations. You have our very best wishes for a wonderful future. Be safe and take care and visit us often. In conclusion, we will now sing the first verse of the alma mater, after which Mr. Ware will present the benediction. I ask that the audience remain in their seats following the benediction and until the end of the recessional. Thank you.
Almighty God, we thank you for your presence with us here this day. We pray for these graduates before us, that you would give them strength to stand firm through the challenges ahead, strength to keep learning and developing the skills they have gained here in this place, and strength and courage to do what is right even when it is hard. Would you guide them to live with integrity, to treat all around them with civility, and to be fully responsible with the knowledge and skills they have learned here at CalU to bless this world and all who abide in it. Please protect us all as we depart from this place and continue with our celebration. In the name of the one who promises to be with us wherever we go, amen.